He could be lined up wide or when they use him as a runner. If someone doesn't get a hand on him quick, he's gone.
He keeps it himself. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, this offense is trying to keep the defense off balance down here in the red zone, mixing in receiver runs with everything else they love to do. And the best part is, it's working. He gets them several yards on that play.
And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here.
Yellow.
They'll start this drive out, 1st and 10. And his first pass falls incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, but you couldn't do it.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. To the sideline and brought in by Worthy. And he'll head out of bounds at the opponent's 35. They're now set for 1st and 10. Back to the air, Mahomes. He'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Another throw for Mahomes. That's caught at the 4. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs offense staying on the field. They're going to try for 2. Again, Mahomes to throw. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They send Aguilar in motion left. The ball is out! And this is picked up by the Chiefs. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
1st down throw, Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. They left him wide open. It's complete. And he'll be just inside the 10 before he goes out. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Throwing again, Mahomes. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs get some late points and the lead. So the Chiefs going for 2 once again.
Will set up for the two-point conversion.
Mahomes throwing for 2. And the pass is caught. Tack 2 more onto the score. Reed now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They go play fake with Jackson. He's going to push one deep down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Chiefs put together a wonderful return. Gets him back inside the 40 following the interception. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Mahomes. Kelsey makes the catch. And he's brought down after a short gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the 19. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They send a receiver in motion right. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So it'll be 2nd down. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
You know, that's one of those plays when you call it, you expect to get decent yards every time. Seeing it stopped at the line, man, that's deflating offensively.
Less than a yard needed here on fourth. Back to throw it. And they got home, sacked him on fourth down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. He's got to drive this 37 yards down the middle. Up and good from Blankenship. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow.
Looking to throw Mahomes. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is picked up by the Ravens. And Baltimore finishes the return in the end zone. Touchdown! The Ravens cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens cut it to a field goal game. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Fire down these two. Right side.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. That one complete to Hopkins. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Yellow.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. This one finds Kelsey. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Throw reeled in by Hopkins. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 1. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Yellow.
Back to the air, Mahomes. And there's your man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to set up just beyond the 10-yard line.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Running in the red zone. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows